The Witching Hour, September 12th, 2024. But first, please help my humble channel to grow. Like, subscribe, share, comment, any combination thereof. Why? Because you're beautiful on the inside and on the outside. That's why. Y'all, I did not pray in the Witching Hour. I started praying about 11:40 p.m. Finally, because the last 5 days I've not prayed in the Witching Hour at all. I started falling asleep, standing up. I started falling asleep. So that prayer went about about an hour and a half, and I went to sleep about 2 a.m. Got up a little after 10 and finished my prayers. So my prayers went about 3.5 hours. I'm learning that I need to humble myself before God. The Lord uses this program and all that they do, DEWs and whatnot, for my good. And I found that He lets them bother me when it's time for me to get up, when it's time for me to get out of bed. That means I need to humble myself to God, humble myself to His will, and get out of bed. Other than that, He will not allow them to disturb my sleep. He will manifest Himself so powerfully that He'll shut it all down. And He's done that many times. Okay? But I need to humble myself before Him and understand that when He doesn't do that, He's letting them attack me, He's letting them keep me awake because it's just time to get up. On rarest of occasions, that can be, I really didn't get enough sleep, I really still am tired, but for some reason the Lord's letting them hit me enough to where I can't continue to sleep. That may be my fault, maybe that I ate something bad that's not sitting well, so I wasn't able to sleep a full 8 hours. But whatever the reason it is, it's still God's willing to allow me to be kept awake. Okay, generally speaking, that means it only applies when like 90+% of the time I've slept 8 hours. I've slept long enough, or if my body is exhausted and I've stayed in bed for 15 hours, I've been in bed long enough. It's time to get up. So that's a lesson I've learned. Humble myself before God. Don't rebel against them. When rebelling against them is tantamount to rebelling against God, because God is using the program for my good to get me up. As I said, in the last week or so, they've really changed things up, particularly with these DEWs. And what matters is that God is awesome. My God is awesome. My God is everywhere, literally omnipresent. My God is all powerful. And so nothing that they can do or that God allows them to do isn't for my good. It's all for my good. He's using it for my good. And I can see that. And it's not to say that I'm suffering, because I'm not, because the Lord's not allowing me to suffer in any major way. Even though they've switched things up and they've tried to intensify things. They always try to intensify things, right? But God's using it for my good. And He's infinitely more powerful than the sum total of the deep state, the military-industrial complex, the U.S. government, all those that run this evil and wicked program. For you beautiful born-again TIs to get to know that reality, the reality that you can be content under all circumstances, to, by, for, and through God, Jesus Christ, and obedience to Him, you gotta pay your tithes and offerings. You gotta tithe your time to Him. God bless.